By blood. By blood. This ain't no religion.
It's no religion.
No, sir. Not at all.
What is y'all religion?
None.
Ain't no religion.
Y'all don't have a religion.
No.
We don't have a religion.
No.
This is the Holy Bible. Right here,
That's our
King James
covenant.
Version.
Okay.
This was not meant for religious purposes.
It was not meant for no Christianity. It was not meant for no Muslim.
Right.
It was not meant for no Jehovah Wickedness. It was not meant for no any established religion.
This was
it was
for
for
people.
Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the real Israelites to obey the laws, statutes, and commandments in there because we are the actual children of the Most High.
That's right.
It ain't no religion.
I got two
Right. It's a seed, a bloodline of people that this book was for.
So why nobody obey those statues? Because they're wicked.
That's why the Most High got to come back.
Because they were sold to others. That's why he says you shall worship other gods of wood and stone.
That's right.
Which you or your forefathers have knew. Ishmael didn't get shit from the Most High. Esau didn't either. So the white man promoting that Christianity, the Arab promoting that Islam. Let me show you how the Most High feel about these people.
And why you getting that?
So what's bad about Islam?
What's bad? First of all, it's a man-made religion that came up at 600 AD. And it came in 600. They wrote the Quran. Huh?
I don't agree.
When was the Quran written?
The
Quran was written. Hold on, let's leave the Quran out there. We saying Islam. What is Islam?
Now, the Muslim brother was asked a simple question: when was the Quran written? An answer was not given. He instead tried to avoid the question by saying, let's leave the Quran out of this. Now, if you are unaware that the Quran was revealed to the Prophet, may peace be upon him, in portions, then you shouldn't be out there debating people. Now, when you get into what the Hebrew Israelite brother said, he said that the Quran was revealed in 600 AD, or the Quran was written in 600 AD. That is incorrect. It is common knowledge to Muslims that the Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, did not receive his first revelation until around the age of 40. And since it is believed that he was born around 570 AD, that would mean that he didn't receive his first revelation until about 610 AD. And once again, we should be aware that the Quran was written in portions beginning around 610 AD throughout the Prophet's life. Another thing that the Israelite brother was incorrect at saying was when he said that Ishmael did not receive anything from the Most High. And those who are unaware what he was trying to get at, basically he was trying to say that Ishmael did not receive anything from the Most High because it is believed by Muslims that the Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, is of the line of Ishmael. So by saying that, he's trying to discredit the Prophet Muhammad and Islam. Now, those who are unaware of the story of Abraham, Abraham had two sons, Ishmael and Isaac. Ishmael was the firstborn from the maidservant Hagar, and Isaac was born from his wife Sarah. Now, God established an everlasting covenant with Abraham and his seed. And I'm going to read from Genesis chapter 17, verse 4. It says, as for me, this is God speaking to Abraham. As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall thy name be any more called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee. And I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee, in their generations, for an everlasting covenant, to be a God unto thee, and to thy seed after thee. So according to verse 7 of chapter 17 of Genesis, he established his covenant between Abraham and his seed in their generations. So that means when it says their generations, it is referring to Isaac and Ishmael. And we know that both of them were circumcised, so that was a sign of the covenant. So both of the sons of Abraham were blessed. Now, going to Genesis chapter 17, verse 20, it says, as for Ishmael, I have heard thee, behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation. So what was the great nation that Ishmael was promised? It was the advent of the prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, and Islam, because we know that before then, the people of Arabia, which would be the seed of Ishmael, they were pagan tribes that was, for the most part, ruled by outsiders. It wasn't until the advent of the prophet Muhammad that a great nation came out of the line of Ishmael. So it was prophesied in Genesis chapter 17, verse 20. Nevertheless,
First of all, tell me what is
Y'all
Islam?
say it's serving God.
Submission to the will of God.
This is the will of God.
Let me ask you something. If the sun come up and down and rotate in this orbit and float in this orbit, does that submit to the will of God? Does the sun and the moon submit to the will of God?
what the hell is he talking about? That has nothing to do with the context of the debate or the argument.
This is what in the Islam book, the Quran, this is what they tell the children of Israel. Alright? In Surah 2, Al-Baqarah, section 540. O children of Israel, call to mind the special favor which I bestowed upon you, and fulfill your covenant. Where was the covenant written to Israel?
Moses.
No, where was the covenant written to Israel?
What was the covenant written to Israel?
Genesis 30, was it Genesis 35?